All right, Heart fans, welcome to the 2024-2025 Heart Women's Wrestling Media Day. I'm your host, Tony Hager with I Wrestle. We're looking forward to next talking with Baker University head coach Kit Harris and student athlete Catherine Heath. Coach Catherine, thanks for joining us here this morning for our Media Day this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Coach, this is year two for you leading the Wildcats. Talked to you last season. Probably lots of different emotions last year than going into this year. Um, Tell us just a little bit about what you learned from year one and what were some of like the highlights for you of the season, reflecting back.
Oh, I learned a lot. It was a lot of fun. I knew that. And I knew last year at this time, I knew 1 year later I would be so much farther along with what I wanted to try to create and establish. And I definitely am. The big thing for me was last year was so easy because the group of young ladies we had were really easy to work with, really hard workers and eager to help build the program. So it's made it a blast. And we made a lot of progress. Brought a lot of new faces in this year, really young room, 33 freshmen. But I have some really good returners leading the way. And so I'm excited for the season.
Coach, let's go ahead and I'll let you introduce Catherine. Tell us a little bit about what she means to the program on these Heart Media Days. We asked the coach or the program to bring an athlete to the interview for a reason, right? So, let us know why you've got have her here today.
Well, yeah, this is Catherine Heath, fifth year senior from Texas. I could say her stats and numbers, and I will. She's a returning All American, 35 wins last year, most wins in our university's history in the women's program. And she's a three-time All American, U23s. I go on about her achievements on the mat, but really, it's a lot more than that she brings to our program. She's a role model, her character, her work ethic, her leadership she provides for the young team members. She kind of really sets a standard in our room, on the mat, off the mat. She's an absolute leader of our program, also on our campus as well. Just an awesome person all around.
Catherine, is that a good description?
Yeah, that was a lot
Uh,
more than I needed.
what weight class are you going to be competing at this year?
117. Still getting used to the weight change. I want to say 116, but
Yeah, things definitely changed a little bit this year. They always seem to change, right? Scoring points, rules. Wrestling is one of those sports where like I feel like I can never, it's never the same, right? We have to adapt, right? That was what makes wrestling fun. So, Catherine, as you look at obviously your team, being a leader on this team, what are some of the goals that you have set forth? You're sitting in front of all the ladies there talking about the season. What are some team goals, and then what are some individual goals for you to accomplish this year?
yeah, I think Kit hit it right on. We started a good foundation last year, and we're only building off of that. And with the returners, me and Janelle, Kylie, we all kind of set the example of what we want the younger girls to continue to follow because we are building something great here. And so I think as a team, we want to achieve high things first in the conference, things like that. But we have a lot of things to continue to build off first before we get there. But I think with the group that we have, and they all love wrestling, they are eager to learn and very coachable and excited to be here. That makes it easy for us to reach those goals. And then individually, obviously, I want to win a national championship. So just continuing what I did last year and building off of that and finding new ways to get better to hopefully get there at the end of the year.
And coach, you heard her talk just kind of about last season and um, goals for this year. What do you hope? What do you hope to see in this year too?
Well, our return is ready to go. They've learned what it takes to be successful and to win and get the hand raised a lot. So they're ready to go. Our newcomers are learning that from our returners. And like she said, they love wrestling. They're eager to learn. That's been the big thing I've seen from them right away. And I hope to see us just keep getting better and better. We're preseason ranked 13th, and I just want to see us keep moving up from there more and more and be one of the top teams in the country here very soon. I'm not good about being patient, and so I'm trying to really get us winning and winning a lot as soon as possible.
Coach, who are some of the other staff members you have that obviously weren't able to be here today? Just about who they are and kind of what they mean to your program.
Yeah, we have a lot of coaches on the staff, and that's a huge part of our program is that we have so many coaches that all can connect with different team members in different ways. Coach May, he's a legend, 48 years of coaching. He's in 4 Hall of Fames. He's in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was the very first head coach here at Baker in 2008. Adam Ludwin is an Olympic Training Center resident and Pan Am Games silver medalist, and he's really good freestyle technician. Victor Hughes, he's one of our main technicians. He's a national champion here at Baker. A couple of young guys, Alex Fortuna, Andrew Morgan, are both Baker wrestlers. And they get on the mat every day and wrestle with the team members. We also have Abby Jones helping us this year coaching. She was a national qualifier for our program. She's our all-time schools pins leader, and she's finishing her final year of student teaching and stuff. She's helping as a student assistant. So great staff of a lot of people walking on the mat every day, helping our athletes, working with them, wrestling with them, and helping them be better.
Catherine, do you having coaches that have put on those same colors, you know, does that do you think that is a what advantages do you have maybe over a program where there's coaches maybe from other programs that are, trying to fit into that model and believe in that system? Your coaches have been on campus, lived on campus. What advantages does that have for you?
Yeah, I think it brings in a lot. Like you said, we have three coaches that have gone to Baker and been through this program, and we've had a lot of different coaching changes, but everyone knows that we have the same culture, and it's easy for them to lead us in the right way because they've been in our shoes. They know what it's like to live on this campus and what it means to wear Baker across your chest, and they take that with pride. And so it's easy to have that same confidence and same lifestyle whenever you're learning from them every day in the room.
Catherine, what are you've been there, and I'm assuming you've got plans after wrestling. It's hard when we're wrestlers, right? We're thinking about the season, but ultimately you're student athletes, right? And the heart recognizes the athletes as for academics and having teams that are on the high GPA, right? So what do you plan on doing, after the season?
That's $1 million question. I'm not really sure. I graduated last May, so now I'm in my graduate assistant, but I got my degree in exercise science and I want to be a PT, but that requires going to PT school, but I'm not done with wrestling, so I want to keep wrestling at least until 2028, and then my career will figure out itself as time goes on.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. And Coach, you've been around Baldwin City obviously for a majority of your life, and we talked to the Baker men's coaches on Tuesday, and how are you working with them to just continue that tradition, or maybe get like the alumni back and keep building on the program and getting to that next level, right? You said you ranked 13th, and both programs are wanting to climb that ladder. What are you doing as a women's program, working with the men's program to build that kind of unity?
There's a lot of connection between the two programs, and we see ourselves as one wrestling program, just competing at different meets on weekends. But the athletes work together a lot, train together a lot, interact with each other's practices. We try to get the team together a lot in social ways as well. Coach Lewis is a phenomenal coach. He knows the sport really well. Runs a great practice room, and our Coach Vic and Coach May coach both men's and women's teams. So our team are friends off the mat. They're training partners in the room, and they support each other really well. We had alumni night last year, brought some alumni back on campus. We plan to keep trying to do that kind of thing to honor our great tradition we have here with our alum, and keep connecting them as well to our program, the success we're trying to have.
All right, Coach, and one last thing here. I want you just to leave us a little bit about some of the other women that Hart fans, wrestling fans should be looking for. I know you can't mention them all, but who are some of the other leaders on your squad?
We have 4 returning national qualifiers. Kat here and Janelle were All-Americans. Kylie was one match from All-American. Jacqueline Daly, a freshman last year, sophomore this year from Reno, Nevada. She was 2-2 at nationals. Some other returners, Reagan Wanell, Belle Hernandez. We got some real good Willa Du Bois. We have some real good freshmen coming in who I think will be winning matches here real quick, and we'll see when we start competing. But We had a girl named Kaylin Younger, a two-time JUCO All-American, coming in a semester. And I think this year we have a really balanced lineup throughout. Last year we had an open weight class all year long at one weight. We were open at 101 all year long, and we didn't have any depth. We had somebody that was in the weight class, that was it. So if they were hurt or not, they just had to wrestle anyway. Or this year, our number two isn't far from number one in most of the weight classes. So it gives us a lot of flexibility to kind of have some backups wrestle if somebody needs rest or isn't healthy. And we're going to have some lineup changes throughout the year too, I'm pretty sure, because of how close some of them are and being our number one.
Yeah, having that depth, I'm sure, is a blessing for you, coach. Being able to know that there's going to be competitive weight classes, and that ultimately that raises all sails in the practice room, having good practice partners. So, on behalf of the Heart, we wish you guys the best of luck, and we'll see you in the postseason.
Thank you.
Thank you.